And that's a good thing. No secret, I love me some SimTower, even if I have to rig up Windows 3.1 inside of DOSBox. Listen to that. It's the sound of nostalgia. A long time ago, I read the manual cover to cover to figure out how to do, well, anything. And even though I was still terrible at the game, I played it all the time. So fast forward to nowadays, and I'm jonesing for some SimTower, man. But, like, not Windows 3.1 inside of DOSBox SimTower. Well, as far as I can tell, that doesn't really exist, so here is my brief report from the games that are kind of like SimTower rabbit hole. Most of the best analogs right now are on mobile. However, if you just search for SimTower or Tower Builder or something like that, you just get a bunch of copy-paste stacking nonsense, and seriously, do not care for that at all. First, there is Tower Sim, an ad-laden color barf that is much more micromanagey and ad-video-laden than I care for. 3 stars for effort, though. Then there's Droid Towers, which I heard is pretty great, and I would say so too if I could play it. 1 star, couldn't even start the game. Then you have the weird Ocean Tower. I don't really get this game that much, but it's interesting. Like, you might like it. Still has free-to-play stuff in it, so it doesn't really keep my attention. Then we have my personal favorite, Tiny Tower. Nimblebit makes some pretty charming games. I'm serious, they make a game called Disco Zoo. Like, just me and my wife played the heck out of that game. Anyway, it's a little bit micromanagey with stocking individual stores and whatnot, but the overall charm is there. 4 out of 5. Okay, all this crap sucks. What's on PC? I'm glad you asked. There was always the actual successor to SimTower called Ute Tower, but to be entirely honest, it really is not a very fresh take on SimTower, and I found it to be much more difficult than SimTower, so I got bored rather quickly. Shrug. I think the best game that you'll get for now is a Flash game called Corporation Inc. that you can find on Armor Games. Seriously, go play it. Play it now. Besides this, I've been staunching my SimTower wound with the Sierra City Builder games, which, if you don't know what those are, get educated immediately, you scrub. So finally, after searching and finding and searching and not coming up with pretty much anything all that great, along comes SomaSim, a small indie dev out of my home city of Chicago with a super charming yet slightly volatile Sierra-esque builder named 1849. It's the California Gold Rush. Piqued my interest, but then, suddenly, out of nowhere, Project High Rise. Meant specifically to be a spiritual successor to SimTower, Project High Rise certainly has many points of contact with SimTower. You have a 2D tower, you place stuff on floors where they should go. It's a bit of micro, but not too much. There are some interesting things like the different little places and rooms kind of having mildew and needing upkeep and like that. That's cool. It's kind of cool. On top of that, you have contracts and prestige and other cool mechanics. If you're a SimTower survivor like me, you'll definitely appreciate not having to worry about managing elevator traffic. Yeah, just play some, and people just use them. Sweet. This game is good stuff. It's worth the money and support, and I haven't played their new expansion just yet. It's a Vegas kind of stuff, but knowing SomaSim, it's gonna be charming, probably worth the money. I'm gonna check it out. One criticism, though. Project High Rise is missing one element to complete the nostalgia loop. Yes. I'm gonna hear that sweet, sweet tower noise in the background. Anyway, I'm KrashOmnis, and that's what I think.